Good evening YouTube, my name is Yusuf and you are watching my news channel. Yesterday I made a video about an anomaly, about several shock waves and the solar wind disappearing temporarily. So I thought maybe we came into more vacuum of space, but as it stands I believe this was actually simply a co-rotating interaction region that caused actually these anomalies. And this is when fast moving solar wind collides with slower. This creates a region of multiple layers of density and speeds in solar wind. And this created these shock waves. So I wanted to highlight this because yesterday I was not sure about what might have caused these anomalies. So let's watch the solar wind for today. Everything looks normal, aside from the fact that we are still in the solar wind stream that came from that corona hole, but we should exit it anytime soon. So, and speaking of which, there is actually a new one, a new corona hole, which of which solar wind stream will reach us in the weekend from the 6th or the 7th. So this is something to look out for. Next, I noticed something. I was watching the magnetic perturbation over the poles, and this happened at around 15 UTC and 23 minutes. You will see this. 14 UTC, we're almost there. And then it suddenly appears. And I got an idea, in fact. Why not check the other metrics? Who knows? Maybe there is a pattern. Maybe I can find something. And indeed, I checked all of them, and only in one there seemed to have been a major anomaly. I don't know if it's actually connected to each other, but I thought this is actually interesting to show. So I go back a little bit before this major perturbance happens, and as you can see, as we move to that time frame, I believe it's 15 UTC and 23 minutes, you will see the closed field lines getting extremely twisted and tangled, and in the end splitting in two. And this is rather extreme to see it like this. So here's actually the peak of this perturbance, and I just wanted to show this. I'm not sure if there is a connection or not, but who knows? Maybe. I think it's interesting to know this. So let's take a look at the quakes before we end this video. In fact, let's leave the quakes for the end. There is something else related to space weather. Is the Schuman resonance. This is actually the heartbeat of our planet, and usually the main frequency is at 7.5 Hertz. But this covers basically the Schumann resonance, and it coincides with the human frequency, the frequency of the body, of the human body. In fact, the brain waves cover this entire region of frequency, and also other processes in our body are tied to low frequency radiation. So this is a major disturbance, and this might influence the mood, emotional states, and even maybe the health of our body. So this is important, I think, to know that there's a major disturbance going on. Okay, let's take a look at the earthquakes now. There is a big one over West Chile, 6.7, moderately big. But what caught my attention is something else, and it's an earthquake swarm in the southeast of the Loyalty Islands. Earthquake swarms can be foreshocks to a bigger quake, and even if they do not produce a big earthquake, their movement, there's so much movement here that somewhere else in the world there might be a big quake because of this. But usually, large movement is either related to tectonic movement, tectonic shifts, or underground lava that moves. So I don't know if there's actually a volcano in that area. I have to look it up. But I thought Fiji tells me something. This is actually a known place. I have to look it up if there's actually volcanoes in this region. This should be followed up in my opinion. And this brings us to the end of the video. Saying of today, so the quote of today is, keep away from people that try to belittle your ambitions. Small peoples always do that. This is so true. But the really great make you feel that you too can become great. So if you have someone who makes you think that you will fail, that you should not start something, don't take these people as friends. If you find someone who can tell you that you should at least try, that you have, like everybody else, the chance to succeed, and who helps you achieve that goal, this means you're probably talking to someone good. So this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. This is it for today, and I guess I'll see you next time. Take care, everyone.